Good morning, Trinity. This is Pastor Dave, and I trust that you folks are all doing well. I hope you had a good night's rest. I hope and pray that you had a great Resurrection Sunday yesterday. I had a good day, under the circumstances. Made the broadcast here from the sunroom at my house, and then helped Janet get dinner ready. And Janet and I ate lunch together. And had grandkids come over. They stood in the yard and waved. They colored on my driveway. That was fun, watching them, getting to see. I didn't get to hug them, but I got to see them, from a distance. That was good. Good for Janet. And then, we got some rest and are ready for today. Excited about serving God again today. But, I woke up with a thought on my mind, and I don't know, blame it on God, blame it on me, who knows? But I woke up thinking about that old expression, idle hands are the devil's workshop. You ever heard that? I have. In fact, I wasn't so sure maybe that wasn't in the Bible that I'd read, and so I got out my concordance and I went online, I started looking, and that is not in the Bible. Did you know that? It does not say that anywhere. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. However, it does make it very clear that idle hands will get us in trouble in our lives if we don't stay busy, productively busy to the best of our ability. The Bible says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verses 7 and 8, Paul was writing there under the direction of the Spirit of God. He said, you yourselves know how you ought to follow our example. We were not idle when we were with you. On the contrary, we worked night and day, laboring and toiling so that we would not be a burden to any of you. He made it so clear. He said we stayed busy. And of course, Paul was talking about earning a living at that point. He was on his missionary journey, and he wanted them to know that he wasn't trying to take advantage of them. He wasn't a charlatan, but he was staying busy. A few verses later, in verse number 11, he said, for we hear that some among you walk in idleness, not busy at work, but busy bodies. And he's talking about what happens when we're lazy, when we don't work. Now, you're probably wondering, what in the world are you talking about, Dave? Why are you bringing it up today? Because, I got thinking, how productive are you with your time right now during the pandemic that we're dealing with? Many of you are at home. I hate to say it, stuck at home. You're not able to go out. You shouldn't go out. In fact, we should not. That is one of the key things that we need to do is to be careful, because we don't know who, even our family, we don't know who they may have been around or where they may have been. And then who are we going to be around? So we've got to be careful, but it leaves us with extra time. How are you using your time? How are you spending your time during this critical period of time? I mentioned in my message yesterday morning, that lady texted me on Saturday night. Pastor Dave, could you tell me where in the Bible? This is a lady who comes to our church often. She's part of our church. Can you tell me exactly where I could read in the Bible the entire story of the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ? She said, I'm ashamed, I don't know. But could you help me? Because since I've been off and had this extra time and been listening to you, it's becoming important to me. I know I need to get in my Bible. I need to spend my time learning about the things of God. How are you using your time? Are you sitting around moaning and groaning and whining and distressed about what you don't have and what you can't do? Or are you focusing on the positive, the opportunity? I know some guys, they're catching up on their honey-do list. They're working away at those things, taking care of the things that they can take. I know here, I've done a lot of those type of things. I've been out in the yard, I've done yard work, and that is not my favorite thing, but I've done that, and I've worked at that. I've repaired some things and fixed some things and done some things, and I've spent a whole lot of time in my Bible and reaching out to other people to make sure they were okay, to make sure they were fine. You say, oh, but Dave, but people check on me. Well, but who are you checking on? Who are you reaching out to? Who in your circle of friends or of people that you know are you concerned about? Don't be idle. Don't be idle. Yeah, use the time, get some rest. There's nothing wrong with rest. But use your time when you can to your advantage. Don't let yourself become the product of not being productive, and then your mind goes all kinds of places, thinks all kinds of things, wants to do all kinds of things. Idle minds do become the devil's workshop. Stay busy, my friend. I love you. I'm praying for you. If I can help you in any way, you know how to reach me, 217-402-3348 or d.ashby@fctrinity.net. We love you. We care about you. We'll look forward to hearing from you. God bless.